Hello, it's me. Why did it take you so long to answer my call? Are you busy? I thought you just sit at home all day.
I'm sorry. I'm listening to an online class. Sorry, I took a while to pick up. I had to put my phone on to silent so I wouldn't get distracted. I'm sorry, Maggie.
You're really still going to do all your classes like you had said? The world out there is very competitive. I promise you, no one looks twice at a high school diploma. You have to have a college degree to work in a supermarket these days. It doesn't matter, though. Having children is far more important than a career.
You know, I said I was going to graduate high school, Maggie. Even if I can't afford to go to college with my family situation being what it is, I feel proud to have had some offers. My dad said it would be good for me to get a degree, too. I think he sees how important it is to me. I think he's right. It would give me so many more opportunities. Besides, if I listen to my classes online, I can stay at home and still contribute to the housework and chores.
I can tell it's no use talking to you about this. You don't listen. But if you move in with Henry in the countryside, it would take you so long to get home from a fancy office job that you would never get to enjoy a warm dinner. You can hardly take good care of him when you're constantly traveling around and don't spend much time together. I'll bet you haven't even been to see him since he was appointed, huh?
Either way, he told me not to visit since he's staying with one of his colleagues. I think he's worried about disturbing them and taking up too much space. And besides, I've been to visit a few times and taken him some home-cooked meals that he could heat up quickly after work. Even then, he didn't want me to see the house. It's 2 guys living there, so I'm guessing it's not very clean. You know what Henry's like, he just doesn't notice when things get dirty.
Well, then you should go and clean it for them. That way you can still do your job and support him even if you're not living together. Like you say, do you really think the house is clean with 2 men living there? Goodness, it's like you don't even care about your husband these days. You barely ever see him. I guess your father has always been like that too. Very hands-off and uncaring. He has all that money and won't even pay for his own daughter to go to college and get an education. I thought you said he wanted you to go to college. At the very least, he should buy you a nice apartment so you can live comfortably, don't you think?
I'm sorry? My dad bought me the apartment I live in now. What's wrong with it? I thought it was really generous of him to do that for me. Plus, Henry's only working out in the countryside for 2 years and then he'll move back to the city with me. And his company provided accommodation for him while he lives out there.
I don't think the company accommodation can be very nice, though, don't you agree? Here you are, the daughter of a well-known small business owner, not doing anything to help improve your husband's standard of living. It seems like nothing has changed since the 2 of you got married. I was expecting you to up your game a lot once Henry was your husband. Well, you should at least try to do better. The last time I called Henry, his voice sounded very scratchy and hoarse. I'm worried he might be ill. He told me he's caught some kind of flu. You should call him and see what you can do to help.
Of course, I'll call him later.
And it's not enough for you to just call him every day. You have to go and visit him often, too. To cook for him and help with the cleaning. Are you not going to have children? You're still not pregnant? I don't know how you expect your relationship to grow if you don't have a baby to bring you together through the challenge of raising a child. You're making me worry that the family name will die out. I feel sick I'm so stressed about it.
Maggie, Henry is working for a really good company. You don't need to worry about him, I promise.
Even if I try not to worry, I can't just turn off my anxiety about him. Oh, what else did I need to tell you? Oh, yes, I've sent some supplements to your house for Henry. It should arrive soon, so keep an eye out for it this weekend and take it to Henry when you next visit him. I can't send it straight to his accommodation or he would complain about me making a fuss and not take them. If you say you bought them for him, yourself, he's more likely to take them. The box said they're good for giving you energy and helping with recovery.
Sure thing, Maggie. Thank you for worrying about him, and I promise to take them soon. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
God, she treats him like he's still 3 years old. This is a 35-year-old man she's talking about. Why is she worrying like this? He can take care of himself. Besides, the company's providing hot meals every day. Why do I need to take him more food that's just going to go to waste? Well, never mind. I guess I should be impressed by how much she loves and cares about her son. Even if I sent her money to help with her bills now, she's retired, she would just spend it on medicine and supplements for Henry. Why isn't he answering my calls? Maybe he's sleeping in since it's the weekend? Well, he definitely has no idea I'm coming to surprise him since he said he would come visit me in the city next week. God, it must be so stressful to work in an office these days. There's just so much work. Even when he gets home from work, he barely calls me. I only ever get a response if I message him. It must be a good thing that Maggie got him those energy supplements. I bet he's exhausted. I'll have to take him out for dinner later to unwind and recharge. Is this the right address? Oh, I hope I don't wake up his coworkers. I bet they're sleeping in. That would be so awkward. If he would just pick up my calls, this would be much easier. Wait a second. Who's that? Isn't that Henry over there in the blue hat? Who is that woman next to him?
I guess you just can't stop our Katie. Have you really been craving a burger for breakfast? Most people wouldn't be wanting something greasy like that so early in the day. Your big appetite is so cute.
Babe, strictly speaking, it's your baby that wants to eat a burger. I guess they'll end up having similar taste to you. Even though we don't know if it's a boy or a girl, we do know that they're a lot like their dad. I'm worried about what food we'll raise them on, though, since their tastes are different. I want them to love steak and caviar.
Oh, come on now. No need to give them expensive tastes. They need good, all-American greasy diner food to fuel them. Is there anything else you want to eat right now, though? I'm happy to get you whatever you want.
Let's head home first and I'll think about it. Man, I remember the sofa was really dusty when we headed out earlier. There were clouds of dust when I sat down to put my sneakers on. I'll have to do some cleaning.
Don't be dumb, you're pregnant. You just take it easy, I'll do the cleaning.
Babe, you're just the best. Thank you. Wait, is that someone stood in front of her house? Who is that?
Is there? I can't really see.
Huh, you didn't tell me the colleague you were living with was a woman. Unless you were living with two colleagues and didn't tell me that either. Looks like she's pregnant too.
Oh, no, please, listen to me. I can explain everything.
Do you need to explain anything? I think I've seen enough to figure it all out. I can put two and two together and see what happened. No need to try explaining yourself. Even if you were living with colleagues, I did think it was strange that you told me not to visit. Now it's all starting to make sense. Wait, were you lying about your job sending you out to the countryside too?
No, that wasn't a lie. I promise, I'll explain everything. Let's find somewhere we can talk comfortably.
Babe, she's come out here on purpose because of me. She's jealous. She must have heard that I was pregnant and that you promised to take care of me and step up as a father. What did you just say?
Katie, just go inside, please. I'll sort this out.
What is there to sort out? It's not like you and her have a baby. I'm clearly your priority here. If this is a situation with two women and one of them is pregnant, it is clear which one is the more important relationship. Besides, it's clear that your relationship with Henry isn't good anyway. He's told me that often. You don't even live together. Surely you must see how that looks. Just accept that he is mine and move on. When this baby is born, it's going to have his name and carry on his family line. If you try and fight it, the baby is the only one who will suffer. It's just a waste of time and energy. Now I'm not convinced he even cheated. Seems like you trapped him. Are you really proud to be carrying a married man's baby? Oh, didn't you think it was strange that you hadn't had kids after being married for 5 years? I guess you must have really let yourself go after you got married. Imagine your relationship being so bad that your husband has to run away to the countryside rather than stay with you in the city. Besides, it's clear that he loves me more. We live together, and I'm carrying his child.
Katie, please, I asked you to go inside. You must be tired from being on your feet, and the stress of this isn't good for you or the baby. Don't forget that you've had issues with your pregnancy recently. Let me talk to Lucy.
What is there to talk about? I came all the way out here and waited more than an hour just to see you and give you these supplements. Here, just take them.
Goodness, no need to throw them at me. I don't even know why you brought them.
Oh my god, babe, are you okay? What were you thinking? How could you just throw something heavy like that at his face? Oh, you two are perfect for each other. You're exactly the same. Your mom told me to bring these for her precious son since you wouldn't have accepted them from her. Make sure you take them regularly. Once the baby is born, you'll need all the energy you can get. I can't believe him. All these years I've stood behind him, always supporting and never complaining, and now he thinks he can just run off with some other woman? I deserve better than that. He always said he didn't want me to feel abandoned when his job sent him out to the country. And then the whole time he was complaining about how hard he found it being out of the city. He was just acting the whole time. It was all lies. I can't believe he said he wanted to wait to have kids, and that he wanted to enjoy being young newlyweds, only to get that other girl pregnant? I'll never be able to forgive him for this.
Honey, are you home? I came to see you. We need to talk. Why have you been ignoring my texts? I've been trying to contact you all day.
Shouldn't you be with your girlfriend? I thought you said she'd be finding her pregnancy difficult. You moved all the way out to the countryside to take care of her and your future child, and now you're making a fuss about our relationship?
How could I stay out there knowing what you're thinking right now? I would have felt so guilty if I didn't come and talk to you. I promise I never intended to cheat on you. It just turned out this way somehow. To be completely honest, there are some things that I didn't want to say while she's pregnant, but Katie was very determined. She seduced me, really, and I fell for it. It was the company's fault too. They should have never separated me from my wife. I tried to push her away. I swear, I told her I didn't want to be with her. But what man can resist a young woman who's so clear about what she wants? She was just so charming and flirty. I made a mistake one night, and now I'm going to be a father. Honestly, I was worrying about what was best to do next for so long. I didn't want to stay in the country with Katie. But when I told her I wanted to leave, she threatened to tell you and the company what had happened, and I would have been fired. That's why I suddenly moved out of the city and was reassigned to another branch. I never wanted things to turn out this way. I swear, but it's just how things have happened. I feel so bad about it. I can't even put it into words. I am so sorry, Lucy, okay?
For someone who was seduced by such an evil woman, you sure seem very happy. Are you sure you feel guilty for what you've done? Also, you asked what man would have been able to resist her. Do you think all men are as weak as you? A faithful man would never have had to think twice about turning her down. Do you honestly think every man in the world would cheat on his wife in that situation?
I said I'm sorry. I missed out on that promotion with being so busy too. It screwed up my career plans. Besides, you suddenly went back to school and everything got turned upside down. I didn't have anyone to lean on anymore without you being there. I wish you could just go back to focusing on the housekeeping and cooking like before. That worked so much better for me. If you had talked to me more and made time for me, of course things wouldn't have turned out like this.
I'm sorry, are you trying to say this is all my fault? Surely you can't be serious.
No, come on now. You know that's not what I meant. You're deliberately misunderstanding. These days I feel so disappointed in you pretty often. Like when I missed out on that promotion, you could have helped me. If you had spoken to your dad about it, we could have fixed things and gotten my career back on track. I know your father isn't on the best terms with the company directors and things are a bit bumpy. But if you had just asked them to reconsider, don't you think I would have been promoted? All you had to do was talk to them. That's why I told you about it and asked you to help. But then you refused to step in and said that we should keep our work lives and private lives separate. I don't see how I was asking too much.
Okay, let me get this straight. So it's my fault you didn't get that promotion, and it's also my fault that you cheated on me with another woman and got her pregnant. Do you even hear yourself? God, it must be easy to live life thinking like you. Just make all your problems someone else's fault. Then you never have to deal with them.
I'm just saying it wasn't completely my fault. You can't blame all of this on me. I know I messed up, it's obvious. That's why I'm here, to talk to you. Katie didn't want me to come, you know? But I told her I had to explain myself to you, and jumped straight into the car to drive down here.
You're saying this like I should be grateful. Do you want me to say thank you? Whatever. Let's just get a divorce and be done with each other.
Wait, divorce? Who said anything about divorce?
Do you really expect us to stay together? You thought we could just move on from such a massive betrayal? You want to be there for your child and your baby's mother. It's like Kitty said, you won't want to see me anymore once you have your perfect little family with her. It doesn't make sense to stay married.
Still, I can't believe you made your mind up so quickly. It seems a bit heartless. We've been married for 5 years. I can't believe that you would throw that away. And we were dating for 3 years before that too. You really want to forget about 8 years of our relationship so suddenly? Don't you think you're being a bit mean?
You think I'm being mean? Man, were you always this funny? Go ask your new girlfriend who she thinks is being mean in this situation. I am going to get revenge for this, just you wait. Between lawsuits and alimony, you'll have nothing left of your riches when I'm done with you.
Wait a second, where do you think I've been stashing all of this money? I'm not rich. Besides, Katie is so young and now she's pregnant. She's barely worked and she doesn't have any money either. How can you even think about taking money from us when she's pregnant anyway? Do you have any idea the financial strain that would put on us? What if I wrote you into my will and you could claim inheritance? How about that? Why don't we try and sort this out amicably, huh? I'll pay you some alimony, even if it's just a little bit. Let's just separate legally and politely. This doesn't need to be so difficult.
You must think I'm crazy if you seriously expect me to accept that. You better shut up right now if the only reason you came here was to shout that kind of trash.
Lucy, please, I'm begging you. Do you want me to get on my knees? Please, just don't file a lawsuit. If my mom finds out about this, she'll go crazy.
I was wondering why you hadn't brought your mom into this yet, since you've always been such a mama's boy. It's not my responsibility to hide what you've done from your own mom. Now please just stop whining.
Oh, please, Lucy, let's just keep it secret from my mom for now, huh? I promise I'll explain everything to her properly later. Just don't go telling her first, I'm begging you. She already has high blood pressure, you know that. She doesn't need the stress. If she hears about this from you, I'm worried it could really impact her health. Please, just keep it between us for now. I'm begging you for this one thing.
She's going to find out what you did eventually. Why does it matter who she hears it from? It's not like I want to talk to her about it anyway. That's your problem. Just start getting ready for the court date and I'll see you then.
Do we really have to go as far as a divorce? Can't you just leave it? It wouldn't only be difficult for me, it would be tough for you too. Besides, these things always take ages. Let's just move on with our lives.
Don't pretend to be thinking of me. I'm not going to fall for your tricks anymore. I've said everything I wanted to say to you, so just get out of my house. I said get out!
Fine, I heard you. No need to shout. But this isn't over when I leave, remember. Don't say anything to my mom, okay? You promised. I'm leaving here knowing you promised not to tell her.
God, I can't believe I was living with such a pathetic man. How did I not realize it until now? Hello?
Lucy, it's Maggie. Did you manage to give those supplements to Henry? I tried to call him and ask how he was, but he didn't pick up. I guess he must be busy, so I thought I would check with you.
Yeah, it was fine. I gave him the supplements, so no need to worry.
Oh, really? You didn't check to make sure he took them? He was never good at remembering to take his medicine. He just forgets or tries to make excuses. I remember when he was young, he used to hide them in his cheek and spit them out. One time, he tried to convince me he didn't need to take any medicine because it didn't make him feel better. You should have stayed to make sure he did take them.
He is a 35-year-old adult man. I'm sure he won't forget. I'm busy too. I didn't have time to wait around and make sure he was taking a supplement.
Goodness, you're not acting like a very good wife. Dear me, I don't see how it would have taken very long to just wait. I'm sure you would have had time. Did you only stay for one night? You're back much earlier than I expected. How will you have a child if you never see each other? You're not going to get pregnant by living in different cities, you know. Unless you don't want to have kids. I hear there are a lot of childless couples these days. You're not young, you know. You should visit the doctor and get checked in case there are any problems. Maybe you're not able to have children. But we don't want Henry's family name to die out.
Don't worry, your name isn't going to die out. No need to stress. Besides, he's living with 2 of his colleagues. There was nowhere for me to sleep anyway.
He's living with 2 co-workers? I thought it was a 2-bedroom apartment. How does that work?
I think that's something you should discuss with Henry. Try giving him a call again. I have to go. I have a project I'm meant to be working on. Talk to you later.
Oh, right. Okay, bye. Well, that's very odd. Why did she hang up on her own mother-in-law so abruptly? Her tone seemed a bit harsh, too. She never used to speak to me so bluntly. I wonder what's happened. She must have had a fight with Henry. I can see why she would be upset by that. Still, she shouldn't have hung up on me like that. It's just rude.
Hello? Hey, Mom, did you call me earlier? I'm sorry I couldn't pick up. I've been really busy with work.
No matter how busy you are, do you really think it's okay to ignore a phone call from your mother? I thought maybe you'd passed out from being so tired. I was worried. Did you get the supplements I sent you? Make sure you have some after each meal.
You know I never take supplements, Mom. I don't understand why you even sent them. I'm guessing you heard. Is that why you're trying to reach out to me? Oh, wait, never mind.
What? What do you mean it's because of me that something happened? What's wrong? I spoke to Lucy earlier and she sounded upset. She was very short with me. Did you have a fight with her?
You spoke to Lucy? Did she mention anything specific or just sounded off?
Not really. She was just telling me about her visit, but her tone was quite cold. I don't care how rich her family is. It was not polite. You shouldn't talk to your mother-in-law the way she talked to me. It's just not right.
That's weird. She's not normally rude to you, is she? Oh, okay, so you didn't really talk about anything in particular then? That's good. Why did you mention Daisy, though? She hasn't been in an accident or anything, has she?
Oh, don't be silly. I would have mentioned if she'd been hurt. Don't you think we would have gone to visit her if that was the case?
Well, what is it then?
Nothing. I was just thinking about how she's been dating that guy for a while now. She told me a while back that she wants to get married one day. I saw him briefly when I met her for a meal recently, and he seemed very smart and kind. I liked him. Daisy is almost 30 now, so I think she should move fast and marry him before it's too late for her. From what he was saying, though, I think his family isn't very well off. I wish I was able to give them some money and get them started with a wedding and help them buy a house. I was thinking of asking Lucy if she could help since her family is wealthy. I'm sure about $150,000 would be plenty, right? That would pay for the wedding and have just the right amount left over for a deposit on a house for them.
$150,000? Mom, please be serious. Do you really think Lucy has so much money that she could just give them that much? Remember when she gave Daisy a loan last time? She promised to pay it back in full. Surely that's enough to give them a head start but also pay Lucy back afterwards? What kind of a daughter-in-law would just give her sister-in-law $150,000 to get married and buy a house? You can't be serious. There's no way that you could ask her for that.
I don't see why it's an unreasonable request. She's from a rich family. Surely this is the least she could do for her family. It's not like I'm asking for loads of money. I'm sure $150,000 is nothing to her. Why are you so against the idea? Even if she wasn't your sister, wouldn't you want her to get married without having to worry about money? We have the ability to give her that. Honestly, I think we would be wrong not to ask Lucy to help out. It doesn't matter if Daisy has a stable, successful job or has saved up some money. We have a rich daughter-in-law. That's all we need. She can give us money whenever we need to buy something or pay for something expensive. If she's in a position to help, don't you think we have a right to ask her to pay for some things?
However you feel about it, you absolutely should not ask Lucy for money. It would be totally inappropriate to ask her for that much and not even offer to repay her. I'll find the money to pay for Daisy's wedding somehow, so just don't worry about it, okay? Do you promise not to ask Lucy for anything?
I don't understand why you're so against the idea. It would take you ages to save up enough, and you never had a problem asking Lucy for money before. She always paid for your holidays and big purchases. Have you really had a big fight? It must have been serious if you're so unwilling to ask her for anything. Tell me about it. I'm sure I can offer some helpful advice. Oh, and by the way, those supplements I have you have ingredients to boost men's energy. I heard they can help couples to have a baby, so make sure you take them every day, okay? I want you to use this as a real boost to have a baby. I don't want to have to wait much longer to be a grandmother. Maybe it's because of the difficulties the two of you have been having recently. It can't be easy living in two different cities. I'm sure it has put a strain on your relationship. Think about how happy your father-in-law would be if you had a child. You should start really trying. It means so much to your parents. I bet he would buy you a house in the name of his grandchild. It makes financial sense to have a baby if you really think about it.
I'm not so sure a supplement can promise all of that, Mom. I doubt he would buy us a house. Anyway, just stop talking about asking Lucy for money, okay? I mean it. You had better promise me not to speak to her about it.
Oh, fine. Seems like it's hurt your pride as a man, so I'll just leave it. Anyway, it's urgent that your sister gets married soon. I'm telling you because you should speak to Lucy about it, and she should know, and then, if she wants, she could help pay, okay?
Okay, Mom, I'll talk to her. Just stop calling Lucy until I've had a chance to speak to her about everything, and let her know what is going on. If there's something that you want to talk to her about, just let me know and I'll talk to her about it. Don't worry about talking to her yourself. Why are you calling her anyway? Surely it makes more sense to talk to your own son than call your daughter-in-law. You should just ring me the next time instead of bothering her.
I am not bothering her. If you had just answered my phone call when I rang you, I wouldn't have needed to call her. Anyway, it's your fault, really. She didn't seem like she wanted to talk to me anyway, like I said.
I promise from now on I will always answer your phone calls, no matter how busy I am, so just ring me next time and don't bother talking to Lucy, okay? You promise?
Okay, I said I will. Just leave it. There's no need to keep nagging me.
Okay, good. I've got to go now, so I'm gonna hang up. It's time for me to get back to work.
Sure thing. I'll talk to you later. Make sure you talk to Lucy and sort things out with her. I honestly can't believe you managed to have a fight when you're not together. I thought distance made the heart grow fonder. Anyway, just get things resolved with Lucy. Women aren't complicated, even when they're upset. Just apologize and give her some compliments, maybe a bunch of flowers.
Mom, I said I get it. Quit nagging me, please. I can sort this out myself. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, talk to you later. Have a good day. Man, he really grew up to be just like his father.
He cheated on you? I can't believe this. And the woman is pregnant? What was he thinking? He's a married man.
I know. He was off with his new family and I had absolutely no idea, Dad. I'm going to file for a divorce. I can't stay with him after this.
Of course you are. That's obviously the right thing to do. Oh, I'm honestly dumbfounded. I would have never seen this coming. Although, I have to say, I did think it was strange that his job suddenly sent him out to the countryside. Normally, they want everyone in the big city offices. The other directors never mentioned it when I spoke to them either. I guess he was convinced that the grass was greener on the other side. Some people are never happy with what they have. I told him just to make sure he made you happy and give him a good job at a good company. What more does he want? And then to go off and start seeing another woman? It's stupid and selfish, that's what it is. He really has no sense of gratitude or duty, not to mention the money.
What do you mean, money? I've never heard you mention this before.
To be honest, sweetie, he called me last week, and he asked if he could borrow some money. He specifically said not to tell you. He told me his mom was unwell and had to go to the hospital, but they didn't have the money to pay for the bills at the time. He begged me to give him a loan, not too much, and not to tell you. He said that he would be too embarrassed if you found out.
His mom was sick? She seems plenty healthy to me. I talk to her pretty often.
That's what I'm saying. He was clearly lying, and he spent the money on something else. What a scumbag. The money doesn't even matter, though. Even at the time, I was suspicious of what he was asking and made him sign an IOU saying he would pay it back. Of course, he just assumed it was a formality and didn't realize I suspected he wasn't telling the truth.
Good job, Dad. That was really smart. By the way, Dad, do you still talk to that lawyer? Isaac, wasn't it?
Yes, I speak to him quite often. Do you want me to put you in touch? I can recommend him. He's very thorough. You know, he actually used to be a divorce attorney. I'm sure he would do an excellent job of representing you. I can't imagine it's a skill that you forget.
Yes, please do give me his contact details. You should get back at least as much money as you lent Henry, although I hope you can get more.
The money is the least of my concerns. He hurt my precious daughter, and he needs to pay for it. And you deserve to be free of him.
Why are you still ignoring my calls? I keep trying to ring you and you never pick up. You said you would call me more often and you still don't. I guess you were just lying so I would stop nagging you, huh?
Mom, I'm sorry. I'm really busy with work, that's all.
I don't understand why you're always so busy, though. Besides, no matter how busy you are, your sister's getting married. Don't you have any interest in getting to know your new brother-in-law? Whatever, just forget it. I guess it's my fault for trusting you and just waiting by the phone for you to call. Well, I came to see Lucy. I'm in front of your place now, so come down and let me in.
What? Mom, wait, are you seriously outside my house right now? I told you to stay out of my business and I would handle things. Why are you doing all of this? Don't worry about speaking to Lucy. Come and visit me, and I can come and meet you whenever you want.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no point in you coming all the way to the city just to see me. I thought you said you were busy anyway. Surely you can't spare the time. Don't worry about it. I know you would never blame her for anything, but I've got a few words I want to say to Lucy. I don't care how rich and important her father is, she is still not being fair to you. How could she abandon her husband to live alone out in the countryside like this? She's being a very bad wife. You're not going to persuade me to give up. I'm full of energy and I want to speak my mind. I'll sort everything, so just leave it with me and I'll make sure she sees reason. Talk to you soon.
No, Mom, please.
What are you doing here, Maggie? You didn't say you were coming over.
Do I need a reason to visit my daughter-in-law? Although there is something I wanted to say to you. What's wrong with those flowers? They look so droopy and sad. Are you running off somewhere? So stuffy in here, like you've kept the windows closed.
Oh, yes, I've put the house up for sale, actually.
What? You're selling the house? Goodness! Have you finally seen sense and decided to buy me an apartment near where Henry is working? That's great news. I would love to live closer to him so I can see him more often. I'm surprised you didn't tell me you were moving, though. This is all very sudden. We could have helped you with packing or something. It's way too much stuff to move all by yourself, I'm sure. Look at all this furniture. When are you moving? Do you know the date yet? I know these days you can hire a moving company that does everything for you. I heard some of them will even pack everything up for you, too. Looks like you're doing this on your own, though. Surely a rich girl like you would have been organized enough to hire some professionals?
Oh, yes. I've heard about those companies. I'm fine, though, don't worry. What brings you over here? Is something wrong? I'm very busy, as you can see, so I don't have a lot of time to chat.
Yes, well, about that, I have actually already spoken to Henry about this too, but you know what he's like. You know how he's not good at asking for things or saying when something has upset him? He's never been one for putting himself first, you know. I'm here about Daisy, though, to be honest. She was proposed to recently, and we're all very excited. I've met him, of course, and he's a very nice man. He has a good job, and his family seem like good people, too. I think they're going to want to get married as soon as possible since they're so in love, but as you know, we're not wealthy enough to be able to pay for everything, and Daisy doesn't have a great job or a big pile of money in savings either. I want her to have the wedding of her dreams and really make the family look good. I want to impress her new in-laws, so I came here to ask if you would pay for the wedding as a gift to Daisy and her family. If you would just ask your father, I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Could you give us about $150,000 for the wedding? I want it to be really incredible, no expense spared.
I'm sorry, $150,000? Are you seriously asking me to pay for your daughter's wedding?
Of course. You know our family situation isn't that great, and your father has been very successful. I receive my allowance from Henry and live a simple life, but I haven't been able to save anything for her. I know Henry can be quite tight with money, too. He's never been a big spender. He gets that from me, I suppose. I don't have anyone else to ask apart from you. Think what it would mean to Daisy. You've always been a wealthy family. I'm sure it's not a significant amount of money to your father. What do you say, huh?
I thought that the last time you asked me for a loan, you promised it would be the last time. Am I wrong? Do you want me to just buy them a house in cash, too?
Luckily, her future husband and his family have said they can help them with that, so it's not a concern. I wouldn't pay for the wedding if Daisy's future husband and his family weren't also contributing financially. She deserves only the best, you know. He's really in love with her. It's so sweet to see them together. I think marriage will be good for Daisy. It should really help her grow up and become a bit more mature. Come on, Lucy. I'm sure $150,000 is fine, right?
Sure thing. You're right. It's really not that much money.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying. I'm glad you agree. Henry was so shocked when I spoke to him about it. He thought I was being unreasonable, but I knew you would see my point of view. He should have known that a girl with your upbringing would see things differently and be generous to her family. I told him I would just speak to you about it myself, and he was so against the idea. Really, he got very upset. Every time I tried to bring it up, he would just change the subject and tell me to leave it. Will you be able to send me the money straight away then? Can you just transfer it to my account? Daisy has been faster than I expected with her wedding planning. I think it would be better to get the money sooner rather than later so we can start putting deposits on venues and everything else.
Oh, do you need it urgently? Of course, I'm sure I can send it soon. Don't worry about it. Wait there just a moment, please. I'll drop some paperwork. It will only take a second.
Paperwork? What do you mean, paperwork?
Okay, here we go. Just sign off here, please, and then everything is sorted and we're good to go. Once you've given your signature, I can send you the money by the end of today. Great, right?
Why do I need to sign anything? Wait, what's this? You're going to add a 35% interest rate? That's crazy. Do you have any idea how much that would add up to in just 1 year? What are you talking about?
I'm not sure what the big deal is. I thought you said you needed $150,000 as soon as possible. This is how you get it, if you want to borrow it from me. Still, isn't this better than some illegal get-rich-quick scam? To be honest, I've limited the interest rate to only 35%. It's quite generous given all the circumstances. Neat, right? Besides, if you were borrowing from a bank, they would need to see your proof of credit, and there would be so many documents you would have to sign. It's a lot of money that you're wanting to borrow, you know. Since I've known you for such a long time, I thought it would be okay to simplify things so you can get the money more quickly. Is everything okay? I thought you said you needed the money urgently. Why aren't you signing? It's only one signature and then we're all sorted.
No, I just thought, well, we're not just some random people, we're family. Plus, it doesn't make sense to give me the money according to some IOU that you wrote down so quickly. It's not very official. Do you think I brought a little dish or bowl with me to carry all the cash home? Am I just a beggar on the street to you? How do you even know I'm only here because I needed money? I never once said that.
Oh, that isn't why you came by? What is it then? Is there something else I can help with, or do you want to sign? You never said there was anything else you needed, that's all.
What did you say? Huh! God, you're driving me crazy. You really are just too much. I don't care if you've had some big fight with Henry. Is there any need to be treating me like this? You're being so rude and selfish. This has nothing to do with him. It's about your mother and sister-in-law. Neither of us have done anything to upset you.
Mom, there you are. Goodness, I'm so out of breath. I thought I was gonna pass out running over here.
Oh, good, you're finally here. You can have a seat over there. I've got some documents and papers to give you, too.
What are you doing here, Henry? I thought you were out of town still. Is everything okay?
Yes, everything is fine. I just had some work to do in the city, so I came in for the day. Mom, I told you not to meddle in my relationship. You promised that you would stay out of it. What are you doing talking to Lucy? Come on, let's get out of here quickly.
I thought I asked you to have a seat. What's the hurry? I just told you I have documents I need to give you.
I don't see what you need to give me.
Okay, let's begin. I've spoken to my attorney, and they've pulled together this legal document. Please read it very closely.
Lucy, why are you giving this to me now? Surely we can talk about this the next time we see each other?
What on earth is going on? Why are you talking to an attorney? I don't see why that's necessary. Wait a second. What is this? This looks like an alimony claim. I don't understand what's going on here. Are the two of you getting a divorce? What has happened? Was the fight that bad?
It's all recorded in that document. If you would care to just read it through, please take your time.
Mom, please, listen to me. I'll explain everything later, okay? Just stop reading that, put it down, and let's you and me have a conversation about all of this.
Henry, did you cheat on Lucy? It says here that you're expecting a baby with another woman. Tell me this isn't true.
Henry, you told me you didn't have the money to pay alimony when we last discussed it. Is that right? Well, turns out that your mother is here to ask me to lend her some money too. Here, take a look at this document I drew up for her. Would you be interested in taking this opportunity to borrow some money? Maggie, I hope you see now the kind of son you really have. He's irresponsible, selfish, and stupid. It looks like money is very tight too, with the baby arriving soon and all. I hope you've got some savings to help him out. Do you still value your son over your daughter? If I was in your position, I know I would pay the alimony first instead of paying for my daughter's wedding. Please feel free to sign on the dotted line and I can lend you the money you will need. Like I said, I can offer you a 35% interest rate.
What? A 35% interest rate? Are you crazy? Mom, is she doing this because you asked to borrow money? How much did you ask for?
Oh, God, what is going on? I am so overwhelmed. No wonder you've been avoiding my calls and trying not to talk to me. You knew you were the problem this whole time? I can't believe you would do something like this. What were you thinking? I thought I raised you better than this.
Mom, please stop. Ow, that hurts. Why are you hurting me?
What did you expect? I'm so full of anger right now, I was hardly going to give you a hug. Oh, you and your dad are exactly alike. This is just the sort of thing he would do. Lucy, I just want to say how sorry I am about all of this. If I had any idea what he had done, you know I would never have come begging you for money. It's so embarrassing. I swear this is so unexpected I had absolutely no idea. Although, surely since you've been together for so long, you know that Henry just made a mistake. You know he's not a bad guy, he just messed up. I'm sure this other woman must have seduced him. He's always been such a loyal man. This is so unlike him. His father occasionally looked at other women too, but never seriously. At the end of the day, he always comes home to me and our family. I'm sure Henry is the same. This was just a little mistake. Besides, how do you even know if this baby is his? Do you have any proof? I promise, if it does turn out to be his, I will raise it myself so you never have to look at it and remember what he did. Can't you forgive him just this once, please?
Hey, Mom, there is no point. She's already decided that she wants a divorce, so she's not going to change her mind.
You can stay over there and keep quiet. We've all been living happily until now, living a peaceful and happy life, and that is all thanks to Lucy. If you were to get a divorce, how would you live, Henry? You think you would survive on your own? No way.
But the grandchild you've been hoping for so long will be here soon, Maggie. I thought you just wanted Henry to carry on the family name. You're being very harsh on him, now that you know he has fulfilled your wish. I told you last time you were worrying about it, there's no way your family name will die out. Henry has made sure of that with his new girlfriend. Let's just go our separate ways and Henry can live a happy life with his precious baby who has helped to keep your family name alive. How about it? Oh, by the way, I'm assuming you don't want to borrow the money anymore, right? It's still a shame, though, since I was offering you such good terms. You wouldn't get those same rates from a big bank, you know. Just know that next time, I won't be so polite when you make a cheeky request like that. I was very generous. Anything you borrow from me will have to be paid back as well as the alimony you will owe.
Wait, Lucy, please listen to me for 1 second. I know I can't take back what I did, but where do you think I'm going to get all this money from? You know I'm completely broke, and money won't reverse what's happened. What if I just gave you a little bit? As much as I can afford, huh?
Man, I have never heard of someone trying to cut off their alimony before. So, let me get this straight. You have enough money to set up a whole new household with this other woman and your future baby, but not enough to pay me for everything? What about the money my father loaned you too? Wasn't that about $50,000? I've checked the agreement you signed and it says you're due to pay him back in the next month. Sounds like you'll struggle to do that, though.
What? How do you... Oh, no, that's... Didn't your father decide he would just give it to me? I didn't know I was supposed to pay him back.
Are you really that stupid? What did you think the IOU document was for? If you don't know what it means, it might be worth asking your mom before you sign random bits of paper in the future without knowing what they are. The document I gave you just now is the same thing, so I would expect she knows what to do with them. She clearly understood it would be a bad idea to sign it. Anyway, I need to go and discuss arrangements with some moving companies so we can get everything out of here. You should sort out all your stuff too while you're here. If there is anything of yours left when I move out later, I'm just going to donate it or throw it in the trash, so make sure you take it all. Don't try arguing about it either, just get out. See you later!
My God, Henry! I can't believe you would do this! What were you thinking? How could you cheat on your wife? I don't care if she was trying her absolute hardest to seduce you. Being loyal to your wife is always the most important thing. I am so disappointed and ashamed of you.
Please, just give it a rest, Mom. I already feel bad about it. I realize that this is all my fault. Don't you think I already feel stupid enough? Besides, I told Lucy not to come and visit me. How was I supposed to know she would turn up out of nowhere to surprise me? She was never meant to find out. Why didn't she just listen to me?
She had to come and visit you because you refused to talk to either of us. We were worried about you because you kept avoiding our calls, and I don't think it was unreasonable to ask my wealthy daughter-in-law for a loan, so I've really done nothing wrong. I guess this was why you tried to stop me then, so I wouldn't find out from Lucy what you did? Goodness, what am I meant to do with you now? I don't see how we're meant to live now that you've turned our lives upside down. We're going to have to pay her so much money. And think about Daisy's wedding. How do you expect to pay for that now? If we couldn't even afford it before all this.
It's not like we're gonna die without Lucy, Mom. Come on. Remember that we lived a good life before I married her too. We'll be fine. Just leave everything to me and I promise I'll sort it. Don't worry.
Oh, don't make me laugh. You do realize that Lucy's father, the CEO of the company you work at, will hear about what you've done? Do you really think you'll keep your job when he finds out? The rest of our family, too. God, I just don't know what to do. I wish that had never happened and we could just go back to how things were before all this.
Mom, I have plenty of useful skills. I can find another job to support us. Don't forget that I am a dad now, too. I'm gonna do a good job. Just you wait and see.
Stop being ridiculous. If it had been Lucy that was pregnant, this would have all been so exciting and happy. Why did you have to go off with some other woman and destroy our marriage and bring our family down like this?
Oh, Maggie, I asked you to take care of the baby. What are you doing? How can you just let him cry like this?
I'm sorry, is this my baby or yours? He's your child and your responsibility. It's your job to take care of him. There's no need to be rude to me because you're not being a good mother.
Shush! The baby will hear you. You should only be positive and polite when he's around. You know, all my friends who've had babies went straight to a postpartum care center so they could rest while someone else washed the baby. I'm the only one who came straight home from the hospital, and now I'm stuck in this tiny, gross house with my in-laws. He's your grandchild. You should want to help.
Both of you, please, just stop fighting. It doesn't matter who it is, but somebody needs to be taking care of the baby. Do you have any idea how late I got home from work yesterday? I just want to go to sleep, please.
What do you mean, go to sleep? You mean you want to cause all this trouble and then sleep through the consequences? Get up and help right now. It's because of you that your sister's wedding was ruined, and now I've had to move into this tiny house with a pair of you and your baby, and now you think I'm going to stay up with your baby while you go to sleep? Are you crazy?
Please, Mom, just leave me alone. Do you think we're stuck here because I wanted things to turn out like this? I'm not happy here either. Besides, how am I to blame for Daisy not getting married? If she had found a job for herself and saved up some money for her own wedding, there wouldn't have been any problems and they wouldn't have broken up. You should have never gone to her and asked her for that loan. That's where it all went wrong. Don't you think that's the reason he panicked and ran away and left her? If I was in his position, I would have done exactly the same thing. He knew Daisy spends money like it's water, so obviously such a big loan was a concern for him.
Why would you say that when you know I can hear you? You know it was me who spent the money from your loan. Why would you bring me into this? Do you think I shouldn't have used it? Would you rather I lived on the streets? What would you expect me to do if I had a big hospital bill that needed to be paid off right now?
Oh, yes. Good job, both of you. So you mean you also took out a loan? I can't believe you. Daisy, too. Neither of you have any financial sense. You're completely screwed. Do you seriously think the solution to running out of money is just to take out a loan every time? The interest rates these days are well over 30%, and that is not a good solution to your problems.
I don't care if you think it's a bad idea. If we need money, I don't see what else you expect us to do. And we have to pay off the interest this week, too. I just don't have the money. How are we going to do it? Babe, how much money do you have right now? Let's pay off the interest first and then see what we need to do. If we can't pay it, we'll just have to ask your family again like last time. God, that is so embarrassing. To be begging for money when we literally have a kid.
If you think it's embarrassing, then why did you get a loan shark and make this into a bigger problem? Do you think I've secretly got a fortune hidden away somewhere or something? We're living paycheck to paycheck, you know that.
Your old company was so much better than this new job. I still don't understand why you quit. You wouldn't be worrying about money now if you had stayed there.
And if the rumors had started getting around the company about what happened, what do you expect me to do? I couldn't stay there if people started talking about me cheating on my wife and then getting the other woman pregnant. It would have been too awkward. Plus, all my colleagues had been getting promotions and pay rises, and I was stuck in the same role. It was so embarrassing to be the only one who was still at the same level.
Do you really think that's the problem here? Your lack of progression at work? God, you are seriously so immature, I can't believe it. Anyway, just do what you can and stop whining about all your problems. Things have turned out like this because of you. Otherwise, I'm going to get sick of you both and chuck you out on the street so I don't have to listen to you complaining. We have no idea where Daisy's ex-boyfriend has gone. He's just run off and started avoiding contact.
I imagine he's just living his life, Mom. Think about it for a second. The person you should be worrying about the most right now is your grandson, don't you think? So please, just take good care of him for me, okay?
Why should I be the one taking care of him? It's not like I gave birth to him. This is your mistake, and the consequences are your problem. Oh, I can't believe you would screw up this badly. My goodness.
You realize I'm also someone's precious daughter. I don't understand why you treat me like this. Just please stop talking like this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Although, how precious can you be to your parents if they're letting you live like this? They've never given you a cent or offered to help with the baby. Oh, why did you have to pick a girl like this to have an affair with, really? If you had cheated with a girl who had a wealthy, successful family, we wouldn't all be living in this tiny little house right now, and I wouldn't have to worry about all this.
What did you just say? Don't you think you're being too harsh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Did I say something wrong? Whatever. I have a dishwashing shift at the restaurant and I'm running late, so I'll head out now. Do a bit of cleaning while I'm gone. You two never pull your weight with the housework. The dust is getting really bad. Can't be good for my breathing.
What are you doing coming in so late? There's a mountain of dirty dishes in there waiting for you.
If you keep coming in late like this, I'm going to have to dock your pay for the time you're not here. I'm so sorry, boss. Something came up at home. I promise I won't be late again. Trust me. It's not the first time you've told me that, and then nothing has changed. This is why I don't want to hire old people. They think they can get away with anything. Oh, there's the building manager. Come on in. Have you eaten? It's great to see you.
Of course, I had a quick snack before I came over here. How are things? No big problems, I assume?
No problems. You take such care going around and doing maintenance every week, spotting issues before they even start. Nothing could turn into a big deal with that level of attention. The person who owned the building previously was really inattentive and just didn't care. It was so frustrating. It's great to have a young woman like yourself taking such care and working so hard. We're lucky to have you. It makes me proud to see a woman succeeding in such a tough industry.
Oh, now you're doing too much.
Oh, Maggie, come over here. This is the owner of the building. You should introduce yourself. Ah, yes, hello. Oh, wait. Lucy?
Do you know her already? I didn't know you were working here, Maggie. What are you doing? Yes, we know each other a little. We're just acquaintances, really.
I see. Come over here, Lucy, and you can have a seat and a proper meal. What can I get for you today?
Just something simple, please. Maybe some macaroni and cheese. I've had no appetite recently, to be honest.
Oh, that's not good. You're so slim already. You should watch you don't get too skinny. Maggie, just leave that pile of washing up for now and bring me a clean bowl. I'm so sorry for the mess, Lucy, but my dishwasher came in late today, so things have been piling up. I really have no idea why all my staff have been letting me down recently.
Oh, really? Are they often late to work? That's not very professional.
They are. I keep having to pick up all their work as well as my own. It's been really tough. It's because they all just want to get paid and get out. They don't take any pride in doing a good job.
I agree. In your situation, I usually just get rid of the employees who keep letting me down.
That's what I've been thinking about lately. Maggie, did you hear that? I hope it gives you a kick up the butt and you improve your performance. Remember how you dropped that soup on a customer a while back? I want you coming in on time and no repeats of that, okay? If that happens again, I'll just have to fire you on the spot. Yes, boss. I understand. I promise I'll be more careful in the future. Good. I just have to use the restroom. Excuse me for a moment. Your food should be out in a second. I hope you enjoy.
I'm sure I will. Thank you so much.
Excuse me. I've got your food here. If I could just set it down. Careful, the plate is hot.
You know, I've been trying to get in touch with your son recently, but he's avoiding all my calls. When is he going to pay back the loan my dad gave him? You do realize he's well past the deadline now, right? It's really not good enough after we've done him such a big favor. If it goes on for much longer, I might have to get in touch with my attorney again to get things sorted legally.
No, that won't be necessary. To be honest with you, things are a bit tight at the moment in our family, that's all. Could you give him just a bit more time to pay it back? Would that be okay? You know, his new girlfriend is pretty stupid when it comes to money, and she keeps taking out loans with private companies. It's starting to add up a bit.
Ah, yes, I remember telling you would need to just borrow some money. I guess I was the only close relative or friend you could have borrowed it from. That's unfortunate. Anyway, if he doesn't pay it back by the end of this month, I will be taking you all to court. Just make sure he sorts himself out and sends my father the money, okay?
Lucy, please. Can't you wait even just a little bit longer? Is that too much to ask? Seriously, we're not doing well for money at the moment, so we just can't pay it back right now. I'm really, truly sorry. I swear.
I need to get the money back quickly too, though. There's really nothing I can do about it. But it's great to see you working like this, you know? There is a much better way to earn money instead of asking some shady loan shark. Don't you see now how boring your life was when I was paying your bills and giving you an allowance? I bet the days felt really slow when you had nothing to do and no purpose. Now the days must fly by since you're so busy with work. Doesn't it feel good to be productive? Anyway, I'm glad to see you're earning money at least. It eases my mind about filing a lawsuit. I'll admit, I did feel a bit bad about it. But I can see that you're at least trying to improve your family situation. Good for you. I'll just leave the money for the food on the table. I have to get going. Let the manager know I said that to you, won't you? Well then, I guess I'll see you around.
Lucy, wait! Oh, if Lucy was my daughter-in-law, there would be no need for me to be washing dishes in a little restaurant like this. I can't believe Henry would be so stupid. What's wrong with him? How could he do this to his own mother?
After my conversation with Maggie at the restaurant, my ex-husband paid back all the money he owed my father. I did have to threaten to file a lawsuit to get him to do it, but then he paid it back right away. I guess he did have the money. Or went to another loan shark. And that's the story of how and why my marriage fell apart. These days, I feel so free and happy now that I'm on my own. Maggie is still working part-time at the restaurant in the building I own. I hear from the restaurant manager that she's really struggling with the debt that Henry and Katie have built up. Apparently, some debt collectors even visited the restaurant once looking for her. Sounded very dramatic. In the past, their family would go running to my father for money anytime they had the smallest problem. They were so lazy. I guess now they must realize how hard it is to earn enough money to pay it all back. Maybe my ex-husband has finally seen sense. After my divorce, my dad bought me the building I now manage. It's been a busy few months learning everything about business and business management. I'm determined to get lots of experience and learn lots so I can become a successful business person, just like my dad.
Angie, what is going on? Have you seen the state of this house? It's a complete mess! How can you stand to live like this? When's the last time you did any housework? This is really gross. You know it's a woman's job to take care of the home for her husband. Why would you do this to my son? Hi, Karen. Are you at my house right now? I didn't know you were coming by. Oh, so now it's your house. You better watch that little mouth of yours. This is not your house. This is Kenny's house. Don't you forget everything my son provides for you. Oh, okay. Sure. All right. Now that we got that straight, what in the world is going on in here? I can't recall ever seeing a house this dirty before. Aren't you ashamed? I guess I hadn't really noticed. Is it really that dirty? Dirty barely even begins to describe it. This place is a pigsty. Have you really not noticed all the dust bunnies in the corners? They're in every room! And all the windows have smudges all over them. Every last one of them. Oh, sorry. I guess I should have done something about that. You know, I do make sure I clean every weekend. If you don't have any time to clean up around the house except on the weekend, maybe you had better quit that job of yours. I still can't even believe Kenny lets you work. He deserves a more traditional life. He somehow convinced me that it's all right, but deep down I still believe a woman's place is in the home. I know you keep trying to tell me you can do both, but I'm just not seeing it. If you really could hack it, my son's house would never be in a state like this. All you young girls are way too selfish. All you want to think about is your own careers. What about your duties to your husband? Do you even know what a traditional marriage is supposed to look like? Like I said, I'm sorry. But I'm still curious what you're doing at our house. What's going on? I wasn't expecting any visitors. I mean, it's a weekday afternoon. You know Kenny and I are both at work at this time, right? Oh my lord. Did Kenny forget to tell you? That boy has too much on his mind. We're moving in with you today. We'll be living together from now on. Wait, what? You're gonna start living with us? Well, based on that reaction, it sounds like you hadn't heard yet. Yes, I will be here from now on. I can't say I'm too surprised Kenny forgot to tell you. He's already got so much to worry about between his job and a wife like you at home. Or maybe he didn't tell you because he's just had enough of you. So I just texted Kenny to ask him about this. He told me he doesn't remember ever agreeing to let you come live with us. So what's going on here? What? Don't you try to lie to me. My son would never say that. I know there's no way you can get a hold of him that quick anyhow. He's too busy with his work to bother with you. You're just telling stories to try and scheme your way out of living with me. I can see right through your little plans. I'm not making this up. Why would I do that when I can just ask Kenny? He said you messaged him saying that you wanted to move in with us, so that much is true. But he says he told you no in no uncertain terms. He said no such thing. Why would he turn his own mother away like that? I mean, he sent a screenshot of your conversation to prove it. He did what now? He certainly didn't give you his permission to come live with us. I don't know why you thought it was okay. So you just decided to go ahead and show up unannounced like this? You're not listening! Kenny said it was fine! Stop with the lies. I know my son would never turn me away. That's not what he told me. Listen, at least for today, could you please go back to your own house? We can discuss whether or not you're coming to live with us some other time, but we haven't even had that conversation yet. No can do. We already moved out of our old place. There's no going back now. What? What do you mean you already moved out? Is this some kind of bad joke? This can't be happening. It's no joke, honey. This is happening whether you like it or not. As soon as I started talking to Kenny about it, I got started on making the move. How could you just do that to us without our permission? Oh, and I have one more tiny little favor to ask of you. Could you pay the movers when you get a chance? Thanks. Are you out of your mind? Why should I have to pay the movers for you? I didn't even want you to move in with us. Well, I already told the movers that you would be paying for the move. I gave them your number, so I imagine they'll be getting in touch with you shortly. Why would you tell them that? Is that even legal? I never agreed to any of this. Shouldn't you be the one to pay them? You hired them after all. How is it my responsibility? I'm nice enough to come live at your house, and this is how you repay me. Why should I be the one to pay them? I'm doing you a favor here. The movers said it would be fine as long as I gave them your number. It's a done deal. So why don't you go ahead and take care of that for us, okay? Oh my god. Someone's calling me. I bet that's them. How am I gonna get out of this? I really don't want to pay for your move. Just answer it. There's no way you can avoid them forever. Oh, and by the way, Nancy is going to be living in your office from now on. All right. What? Why is Nancy coming too? I never agreed to that. Of course she's coming. She's always lived with me. Now she'll be living in the office. But I need that space for when I work from home. Plus, Kenny likes to play games in there. It's already decided, Angie. Nancy said she wants the room next to Kenny like when they were kids. I'll go ahead and move your computer and stuff out into the hall for you. Just make sure you take care of all that junk when you get home. What have I done to deserve this? Please tell me this is all just a bad dream. Wait, so where are you gonna sleep? If Nancy's taking the office, are you planning on sleeping on the couch or something? Why would I do that? I'll be staying in Kenny's room, of course. There's a nice big bed in there, after all. There'll be plenty of room for 2 people to sleep on it. Surely you're not serious. Please tell me you're joking. That is Kenny and my bed. There's no way you can sleep there. Angie, I'm getting a little tired of you arguing with me. From here on out, Kenny and I will be sleeping there. Isn't that a little creepy? He's a grown man. What's so creepy about it? I'm his mother. I don't see any problem with sharing a bed with my son. I bet Kenny will be happy he gets to sleep by my side again like he did when he was a little boy. I kinda doubt that. Have you even talked to him about any of this? Like you said, it's his house, right? And what do you expect me to do tonight? Where am I supposed to go? Why is that my problem? Why don't you just go sleep in the living room? That's more than good enough for you. Are you serious? Well, we're pretty busy getting ready for the big move, so I have to let you go for now. We'll see you when you get home. I'm sure you'll be so happy to see me, right? Hang on a minute. You can't just end the conversation like that. I still haven't agreed to any of this. You're right. There is one more teensy little favor I wanted to ask of you. We should celebrate our big move with something special for dinner. I'm thinking steaks. You can take care of that for us, right? And I don't mean no ribeye steaks. I'm gonna need filet mignon, medium rare. Thanks! Steak? But you know I quit eating red meat. Why should I cook steak just for you? Have you lost your mind? Are you still there? Please answer me. Why is this happening to me? Hello, Angie. I've got a bone to pick with you. Where in the heck are you right now, anyway? I'm at my parents' place today. Why do you ask? Do you need something? Back at Mommy and Daddy's house again? Isn't it time you grow up? It seems like you're over there every dang weekend lately. Why should a grown woman like you need to go see Mommy and Daddy so often like that? I told you why. Did you already forget? You know you married my son, right? Remember that? He needs you here. A woman's place is at home with her husband, not back with her mommy and daddy. It's not like I don't care about my parents anymore just because I married Kenny. You're acting like I should cut them out of my life or something just because I have a husband. Do you know how crazy you sound? I mean, after you got married, what did you do? I know for a fact that you're still close with your own family to this day. How is it any different for me? Do you not see the double standard here? Don't you go comparing yourself to me. You're just making excuses now. I know you say you're going to see your parents, but you can't fool me. I see right through you. The truth is, you're out running around on my Kenny, aren't you? I know what girls like you get up to behind their husbands' backs. Are you accusing me of cheating on Kenny? I would never do that. Oh, come on. I bet you're meeting up with some loser you went to high school with or something. That's the real reason you're always gone. I do have to admit, I'm surprised you could even land one man. But two, never in my wildest dreams. I told you I am not cheating. Are you even listening? You really don't remember, do you? Or are you just playing dumb? Remember what? I suppose not. Most of your chatter goes in one ear and right out the other for me. My mom collapsed recently, and she's been in the hospital ever since. She's in really bad shape, so I'm trying to spend as much time with her as possible. Oh, now that you mention it, that does sound kind of familiar. I suppose maybe you did tell me something about that. Even still, do you really need to go every week? You've got plenty to do around here, don't you? Your mom's lucky she still has her husband, unlike me. Can't he look after her? And what about all the doctors and nurses? Do you really think you can do anything for her they can't? I bet you're just in the way. Of course my dad is doing everything he can for her. And yes, she's getting the best care we can possibly get her at the hospital. But as her daughter, I feel like I have to do whatever I can for her, no matter how small it is. What's wrong with that? It seems perfectly normal to me. Well, I suppose it's not too far out of the ordinary. But I still think going every week is a bit much. Couldn't you just go every 2 weeks instead or something? Would that be so bad? No, that's not good enough. I don't want to have any regrets about not being there for my mom. What if I don't go see her one weekend and then I lose her? I don't want to lose my last chance to ever see her. I love my mom. Could you try to see things from my perspective for once? A husband needs his wife in the home. You know what they say. Behind every great man is a great woman. Who's supposed to clean up around here? Who's gonna cook for him? Did you ever think of that? You're trying to guilt me into doing housework at a time like this? You must be insane. Do you expect me or Kenny to be doing all that housework? You're his wife. It's your responsibility. That's just the way the world has always worked, Angie. I'm sorry your mother never taught you that. You do realize that Kenny has always been willing to help out around the house, right? You've been making my son do a woman's work? Yeah, why not? But I wouldn't say I made him do it. If I have plans on the weekend, he's always willing to do a little cleaning while I'm out. What's the big deal? He has always been really great about not expecting me to do everything for him. I can't believe what you're telling me right now. Are you telling stories again? You really expect me to believe you've been making my son do housework and he was fine with that? Huh, that chance. I just told you, I'm not making him do anything. We're both grown-ups. As a matter of fact, before you and Nancy invaded our home, we had been splitting up all the housework equally. Since you two arrived, without warning, in case you've forgotten that part, anytime he tries to do anything around the house, you tell him to stop. Are you so oblivious that you can't see he's trying to do it on his own? But since you won't let him anymore, now it all gets to be my job. Hooray! I'm so thrilled about that. And what have you got to complain about? Of course it's all your responsibility. Men need to focus on providing. Women need to focus on nesting. Housework and child-rearing are all up to you. This is the way marriage has worked forever. I wish my Kenny had been able to find a more traditional wife than you who understands these things. You're living in the past. It's not the 1950s anymore, you know? These days, barely anyone thinks like you anymore. Women's lib? Ever heard of it? Ring any bells? All my friends are like me and Kenny. They all split up the housework. Whoever has time to do it takes care of it. What's so weird about that? Don't you talk back to me, young lady. I'm trying to teach you a thing or two about keeping a man happy. I'm not really trying to argue with you here. You're never gonna change my mind anyway. And like, everyone who lives at the house is an adult, right? We are all perfectly capable of taking care of ourselves. That goes for you and Nancy too, you know. I'd appreciate it if you did your own laundry and dishes at the very least. Why do you think I have to take care of everything for you? You are really just not wife material, are you? I can't believe what I'm hearing from you. Maybe you'd be better off getting a divorce. Sounds to me like marriage isn't really your thing. Divorce? Who are you to decide that for us? You heard me right. You can just stay right where you are. We don't need you to come back home ever again. So I guess this is goodbye. Wish I could say it was nice knowing you. You're joking, right? You have to be joking right now. Hello? Karen? Are you still there? Do you really think you can kick me out of my own home? Let me guess, Angie. You're back at your parents' house again, right? Yeah, I am. So what? You really are shameless, aren't you? Don't you feel the least bit bad leaving my son to fend for himself all the time? This time you really should just stay there. I've had enough of your attitude, young lady. You can't tell me what to do. I'll be coming home later. Kenny even told me to just ignore all the crazy stuff you've been saying to me. He's on my side. Don't you get it? Kenny would never call me crazy. I brought that boy into this world. He knows better than that. You're telling stories again, aren't you? I promise you I'm telling the truth. Your own son thinks you're out of your mind. So how's your mom doing anyhow? Is she ever gonna be able to come home from the hospital? We still aren't really sure, unfortunately. We keep asking the doctors, but they don't have any clear answers for us yet. They say she still needs to stay there for a while longer. Of course, we'd all really love for her to get out soon. Wow, she has really been sick for a long time. Maybe she's not ever gonna get any better. Oh, it must be so hard on you, Angie. How dare you? Don't you ever say anything like that to me again. I have to hold out hope that my mom will get better. Well, I talked to your dad about her condition, you know. It sure doesn't sound too good. He makes it sound like she's at death's door. You contacted my dad? Why would you do that? You could have just asked me. I sure did. You got a problem with that. Afraid I'm gonna steal him away? You know, Nancy and I have been worrying our heads off about this whole situation. Oh, you have, huh? Somehow I find that hard to believe. Because right now it sure sounds like you're enjoying it. Do you find pleasure in other people's misery? No. I am so worried I just don't know what to do with myself. Why, I've even been losing sleep over it. Your mom is still pretty young too, right? It's such a shame. It's not normal for someone her age to be so sick. Maybe this is the Lord's way of punishing her for her sinful lifestyle. Oh my God! You're the worst! You think this is some kind of divine punishment? I hope you're having fun. I'm sure your Lord totally approves of you enjoying my family's misfortune. Do you really think it's my mom's own fault that she got sick? What did she ever do to deserve this? No, that's not exactly what I meant. But you have heard of people facing the Lord's wrath for their wicked deeds, haven't you? Have you read your Bible, young lady? What goes around comes around. That's all I'm saying. And what exactly do you think my mom did that was so wicked? You know what? I don't want to hear this from you of all people. Well, maybe you had better think about it. It might be time for her to repent. I mean, she is deathly ill, is she not? She ought to ask the Lord for forgiveness. She must have led a life full of sin to be punished so hard at her age. My mom is the nicest person I've ever met. She wouldn't even hurt a fly. You know nothing about her. I'm sure that's the way you see her, Angie. She's your mother. You're looking through rose-colored glasses. Maybe she's awful to everyone else around her. Or maybe she ran around with too many men when she was young. Do you really think you know every little thing about her? Sometimes people are not who they appear to be on the surface. I know so many of my mom's friends and family. Not one of them has anything bad to say about her. Every last one of them will tell you that she's the nicest person they've ever met. So you can cut it out with your preaching about how she needs to repent for her sins. I don't want to hear that anymore from you. Oh, so you talked to a few of her friends and now you think you know everything about her, huh? You really think that's enough to disprove what I'm saying to you? I've read my Bible. I know how these things go. And so what if her friends like her? How do you know she's not nasty to all the strangers she meets? That is enough. Stop it right now. What is your problem? What are you even trying to say? And why do you keep bothering me while my mother is sick? I don't have time for this right now. You keep insulting my mom when she could literally die at any minute. What is the point of all this? What are you trying to accomplish? The point? I'm just trying to give you some advice. Let me tell you what I think you're trying to do. I suspect you're trying to make me so angry that I can't take it anymore and tell you I'm divorcing your son just so I can get away from you. Do you really think that will work? Are you really that childish? You're just waiting for me to give up, aren't you? Well, I won't give you the satisfaction. Bullseye, huh? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? If that's not it, then please enlighten me. Why are you saying all these awful things about my sick mother? That wasn't what I was trying to do at all. I would never do that. Not all women are schemers like you. Some of us have a little more class than that. I'm just the type who speaks her mind. I tell it like it is. Sorry if you've got a problem with that. That's your excuse? Maybe if what's on your mind is so hateful, you should learn to keep your mouth shut. Let me get this straight. You don't think about whether or not what you're saying will hurt the person you're talking to? Sounds like a horrible way to go through life. Don't you think about anyone's feelings but your own? What a sad person you are. No wonder your own son can't stand you. You take that back! I know he loves me. So you've had all that to say about my mom, who you don't even know, but you can do no wrong. Is that it? Have you really never thought about how everyone around you sees you? Maybe you should try it for once. Well, what about me? What did I ever do to you? It's not just you either. Nancy is also completely insufferable. We call her Nancy the Nightmare when she's not around. I guess she learned it from you, though, so it's not entirely her fault. Both of you blame all your problems on somebody else. Lately, it's been all me. No matter how awful the things you say and do are, I've never heard either one of you apologize for anything ever. And you live off of our money and never even say thanks. Oh, we're not like that. You're just imagining things. If we're following your logic, then it really makes me wonder. How come you and Nancy are still so healthy? I'd imagine you'd have both been punished for your hateful behavior a long time ago. If what goes around comes around, your words, not mine, then the two of you should be the most unhappy people alive. Who do you think you're talking to? And don't you dare bring my daughter into this. You've known us all this time, and this is the first time I've ever heard you say anything like this. We can't be as bad as you say. Because I'm not a mean person like you. I don't go around saying horrible things right to people's faces. But I can't take it anymore. I can't stand either one of you. Are you telling me you really didn't realize how I felt about you before? Why would I like you? You're awful to me. Well, how do you think we feel about you, Missy? I've always disapproved of your relationship with Kenny. Right. And like I said, he can't stand you either. No one can except your little mini-me daughter. It's so weird that your adult daughter still clings to you the way she does. Y'all are so gross. But neither one of you has any other friends, after all. What else are you supposed to do besides be miserable together? You had better watch your mouth. Who do you think you are insulting my Nancy like that? Look, I know your whole goal is to drive me out of that house, right? Fine. Have it your way. I'm leaving. You don't have to live with me anymore. What? Really? You're really gonna leave? Yeah, you heard me. So cut it out with all the nasty comments about my sick mother. You won, all right? I'm moving out of the house. I can finally have my son back. I know he's been suffering deep down living with a no-good wife like you. I've missed my Kenny ever since he got together with you. He's just never been the same. So you think he wants to get rid of me too, huh? Of course he does. I know my own son. So since you're getting a divorce, you better hurry up and get out of our house. Talk to you later. Hey, Karen. Y'all aren't at the house, huh? No, we're out right now. We're celebrating today. What exactly is it that you're celebrating? We're finally getting our Kenny back. He's been with you for far too long. Nancy and I decided to take a little trip to celebrate the occasion. Make sure you clean the place up while we're away, okay, Angie? You always book me about doing the housework. You don't have to keep reminding me. So, Kenny's not with you? Why didn't you invite him? We did, but he couldn't make it, unfortunately. He said he had something he needed to do with the guys from his office. You know how seriously he takes his job. And you didn't even consider changing the date so he could come? Unbelievable. Well, we had already made the reservations. The hotel said they were gonna charge us a cancellation fee, so we decided to go ahead and go. It's all right. We'll still have plenty of fun, just the two of us. But didn't you make the reservations for 3 people? Wasn't that a problem? I know a lot of hotels won't let you change your reservations once they're made. How did you get them to let you make a last-minute change like that? Well, I thought about trying to change it. But the hotel told me they'd still charge me a cancellation fee just to take one person off the reservation. So we decided to invite Nancy's ex-boyfriend. We told him we'd pay for everything, so he came with us. Oh my god, you're nuts. So you're on a trip celebrating your son's divorce with your daughter's ex-boyfriend? That doesn't sound trashy at all. How does Nancy's ex feel about all this? Isn't it kind of awkward for him to hang out with y'all? I always liked him when he and Nancy were together. I wish they never split up. So I'm hoping maybe they can rekindle their romance on our little trip. Who could resist Nancy anyhow? I know she can get him back. Yeah, sure. I'm sure he's been wishing he had never left her this whole time. Sounds like you've got a foolproof plan there. I'm sure nothing could go wrong. I hope Nancy can finally find someone who can put up with her. I'll make sure everything works out in the end. Don't you worry about that. Look how well I did with Kenny. I got exactly what I wanted for him, too. By the way, don't forget to start preparing for your divorce, too. Maybe you can work on getting your affairs in order when you've finished cleaning. Since Kenny's not there and you've got the whole place to yourself, it's not like you've got anything better to do. Huh? Prepare for what now? You heard me. You need to get ready to get out of that house and my son's life. I don't want to hear any more excuses from you. We want you gone. Talk to you later. Hey, Angie. Where are you? What's going on? You need to tell me what you're up to right now. Oh, hi, Karen. What's up? How are you feeling on this fine evening? Is something wrong? Whatever could it be? You know exactly what's wrong. Drop the act and explain yourself. When we got home, my key wouldn't fit in the lock anymore. We can't get in the house. What have you done? Oh yeah, about that. That's not our house anymore. What? You must be pulling my leg. This isn't funny. Tell me what's really going on right this minute. Nope, I'm not joking. We don't live there anymore. Those 2 days you were gone, I moved everything out and sold the house. It no longer belongs to us. You can't live there anymore. And where is Kenny supposed to go? Did you ever stop to think about him? Oh, he's right here. He's making dinner at our new place as we speak. Like I told you, he doesn't mind helping out around the house. Your new place? What the heck are you talking about? Where have you gone and what have you done to my son? What do you mean? I did exactly what you asked me to do. You told me to clean the place up, so I did. In fact, I cleaned everything out of that house. It's spotless in there now. You know that's not what I meant. I thought you'd be happy. You were always on my butt about how I needed to do a better job cleaning the place up. I also told you to get your affairs in order so you can hurry up and divorce my son. I never said anything about you two moving out together. Why would I ever want that? Yeah, I know. So what? Why should I care what you want? I mean, Kenny and I never even considered getting a divorce. Why would we? What? But you said you would leave. Were you lying to me? No, I never lied. I left, didn't I? Just like I said I would. But this is not what I had in mind. You know exactly what I meant. Kenny and I have been working on this plan for a while now. I kept trying to tell you he couldn't stand you, but you wouldn't listen. Actually, I've been so busy going back home to spend time with my mom that I left almost everything up to Kenny. I'm really lucky to have a husband like him. He's such a great partner. That can't be true. Not my Kenny. Why not? Look around you. He left you and Nancy. Why would anyone put up with the two of you? You make everyone around you miserable. No, Kenny would never do this to us. I know him. He loves his family more than anything. Those are the values I raised him with. Are you sure about that? If that's the case, then why is he here with me now? If he really did love you, why do you think he never spent any time with you? Every time you invited him to do anything with you, he always just made some lame excuse. Didn't you realize that? Why would he take off with me if he wanted to be around you two? Are you really that detached from reality? No, he would never turn his back on us. He can't. You pushed both of us past our limit. We had no other choice but to move out to get away from you. Right after my mom's funeral yesterday, my dad and a bunch of my friends came over to help us out. That's how we were able to get everything out of there and into our new place so quickly. And we'd already had a deal to sell the place to a real estate developer for a while now. That was a really rough couple of days, but it was worth it now that it's finally over. Wait, did you just say your mom's funeral was yesterday? Yeah, I guess I forgot to mention it to you. It's not like I wanted you to come to her funeral anyway, though, so why would I bother telling you about it? What's it matter to you? You had nothing but awful things to say about her. So, it was yesterday. Yeah, it was the day you and Nancy went on your little trip to celebrate our divorce. So, when Kenny said he had to do something with the guys from his office, that was a lie. Duh. We didn't want you or Nancy anywhere near my mom's funeral, so he just made something up like he always does. He had no problem lying, too. Like I said, he's used to making up excuses to avoid you. He actually really enjoys thinking up the stupidest reasons he can imagine. Why wouldn't you tell me something so important was going on? Why in the world would I tell you? Don't you remember all the nasty things you said about my mom? How she was a sinner and needed to repent and all that? After all that, you still expected me to invite you to her funeral? Are you out of your mind? I don't ever want to hear you say another word about my mother ever again. Why are you being so ugly to me? Look who's talking! You've got bigger things to worry about, though, don't you? As of today, you're homeless. Oh my lord, what have you done to us? What are Nancy and I supposed to do now? Where are we gonna go? Why should I care? Maybe you could go sleep on the floor at Nancy's ex-boyfriend's place or something. I'm sure he'd be delighted to have both of you lovely ladies come stay with him. That is not an option. She hasn't been able to get a hold of him since we left the hotel. I hope he's all right. I'm sure he's just fine. Probably was just reminded of why he broke up with Nancy in the first place. What did you think was gonna happen? He was gonna suddenly have a change of heart and propose or something? Of course he's doing his best to stay away from her after a weekend with you two. So I wonder how you and Nancy are gonna be punished for your sins. What goes around comes around, right? Maybe it's time to repent. What do you think? Stop it with that nonsense! You don't know what you're talking about! But you're the one who taught me all about that. Looks like you're just getting started reaping what you have sown. For starters, your son has just cut you out of his life. I wonder what's coming next. Stop that right this second! Well, it's up to you and Nancy to figure out what to do with yourselves now. Wish I could say I'm rooting for you, but I'd be lying. Wait, Angie! Don't go! Angie! Kenny and I blocked his mom and his sister. We heard a little about what they're up to from some of his other relatives. Apparently, they were able to stay at some distant cousin's house nearby. But apparently, that was only because they didn't know what they were getting into. It didn't take long for them to kick Nancy and Karen right back out. They roamed around from relative's house to relative's house after that, until eventually they wore out their welcome with every last family member that would still even talk to them. I have no idea where they are now or what they're up to. I honestly would not be surprised if they're sleeping out in the woods somewhere. Once we moved, I felt like I was finally free and my stress levels went way down. I'm still so sad that I lost my mom, but I'm feeling a little better day by day. And Kenny's been really supportive throughout this whole ordeal.